This after 6 rounds claim. Mayweather Promotions CEO gives 2-word statement as Gervonta Davis interview clip confusion clears. The internet went a spiral of noise when a clip of Tank started making the rounds. In the footage, he can be heard saying that if he entered the ring against welterweight champion Terence Crawford, he would beat the latter in mere 6 rounds. This comes in light of Bud Crawford defeating his most anticipated opponent Errol Spence Jr. the previous week. With this victory, Bud emerged as the unified champion in the weight division. Now Gervonta Davis has claimed defeat Bud, but is he capable of doing so? The last week has been quite heavy on the hands of Tank, a PR disaster even. When the footage of him claiming to defeat Terence Crawford in 6 rounds surfaced, the internet was not happy. The lightweight boxer expressed his desire to move up to the welterweight division to fight against Terence Crawford. In an interview when asked about the outcome of the bout, if it were to take place, Tank said, "He got no chance, I got him in round 6. However, in a new development, it seems like his words were soft-thought distorted. Mayweather Promotions company's CEO Leonard Ellerby has cleared the air to what Tank actually said. Sharing the video on the microblogging website, Leonard said that part, referring to the part where Gervonta says, "Hey y'all, I'm just fucking around. Does Bud plan on fighting Tank? It doesn't seem like Terence Crawford will be fighting Tank Davis anytime soon, but the matchup is not completely off the horizon." When asked the response to Davis' statement, Bud said, "You know, you look at all the great fighters being called out by everybody from different weight classes. Tank in his weight classes for a reason. I don't see him coming to 147 face me no time soon. As for his next fight, Terence Crawford will probably be fighting the Errol Spence Jr. before the year ends. This fight happens as Spence has invoked the rematch clause in their deal. The deal specifies that the one facing defeat will be able to call for a rematch within 30 days of the initial fight. However, the weight class in which the bout is to happen will be decided by the winner Terence Crawford. He has also expressed his desire to fight Jermell Charlo. This happened right after he was declared the undisputed world champion last Saturday. However, this bout will have to wait until his rematch takes its course. Will Bud remain in the welterweight division to defend his titles, or will he move up the weights for a new spectrum of fighters? Do you think Davis will be able to defeat Terence Crawford? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Sean Porter reacts to Gervonta Davis saying he would KO Crawford. He is a big bully. Despite the weight classes currently between them, there has been talk in the boxing world over how a potential super fight between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis would play out. Davis, who has mostly campaigned at lightweight in recent years, boldly claimed he would stop newly crowned undisputed welterweight champion Crawford in 6 rounds. However, in a recent interview with Hype, former Crawford opponent Sean Porter admitted he does not feel that would be the case. "I don't think that Tank would stop Crawford. I think that's a big bully up there at 147. With Crawford now the consensus pound-for-pound #1 after his masterclass against Errol Spence at the T-Mobile Arena, and Tank, one of the biggest commercial draws into the sport. An all-American dust-up between the pair would no doubt generate huge numbers at both the live gate and on pay-per-view. However, one would imagine that the huge gulf in size between the pair means it is a fight that is unlikely to ever take place. Tone is a funny old world, and stranger things have happened. Should a rematch between he and Spence not materialize, Bud has made no secret of the fact that he wished to take on undisputed light middleweight world champion Jermell Charlo next, whilst it remains unclear who 3-weight world champion Davis next for will be. As for Gervonta, the Baltimore puncher has recently been released from jail and is expected to be back in the ring either late this year. He can't do that. Devin Haney, accused of having no confidence in himself. Devin Haney has made the decision to move up to super lightweight to challenge for a fresh world title after gaining all 4 belts at 135 pounds. He landed on the latter and is slated to announce a fight with 140 pounds WBC champ Regis Prograis. Despite that call, he petitioned with the sanctioning body to keep his belt at lightweight at the same time. Prograis, who promises to knock Haney the fucking out, told that his rival was trying to have a protection plan. It's bullshit. He can't keep his belts. WBC should strip him. Let somebody else fight for all them belts at 135 pounds. As it is yet to be determined when the rematch between Terence and Errol will take place, the former has revealed the opponent he wants to fight next. Bud is currently the only boxer in history to become undisputed in the 2 consecutive weight divisions, light welterweight and welterweight. However, right after his historic win against The Truth, the boxer mentioned that he wished to take on Gervonta Davis next. Bud leaning over the ropes after his win against Spence and said to Gervonta, "You are next." It seems like a great opportunity for both Terence and Charlo. However, this matchup will possibly have to wait. Terence will possibly fight Spence once again before 2024 starts. And Gervonta is all slated to enter the ring against Saul Alvarez. For this fight, Gervonta is moving up in the weight class to fight Canelo in 168. For now, Terence also has the options to stay at 147 and fight Jordan is next. Devin Haney is WBC lightweight champion in recess status explained. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman breaks it down. Devin Haney's decision to move up to 140 pounds to challenge for Regis Prograis' WBC Junior Welterweight Championship instead of defending his own undisputed lightweight championships comes with consequences. The WBC has named Haney as champion in recess, meaning he is not available to defend the lightweight title for its governing body, as confirmed by WBC President Mauricio Suleiman 2000. That means WBC mandatory lightweight challenger Shakur Stevenson is likely to face the highest available contender in the WBC rankings. If Haney makes good on his intentions to move back down to 135 pounds following his fight with Prograis, then he would be able to forcibly challenge that Stevenson fight winner for the undisputed lightweight crown. Devin Haney has made his decision. The WBC, however, has not. Boxing Stan has learned that Haney will move forward with tentative plans to next challenge WBC Junior Welterweight titleist Regis Prograis. Their respective teams remain in talks for potential showdown later this fall. The decision was made right at the 11th hour of the extended deadline provided to Haney, whether to next fight at 130 or remain at lightweight, where 2017 Olympic silver medalist and former 2-division titleist Shakur Stevenson is the mandatory challenger. However, Boxing Stan has learned that Haney's team has petitioned the WBC to instead retain his lightweight title through his potential fight versus Prograis. Stevenson's side, in turn, has petitioned the WBC to honor its previous ruling and declare the title vacant based on Haney's decision to not honor his mandatory title defense. Boxing Stance has additionally learned that the matter will now appear before the WBC Board of Governors, who will vote on whether to grant Haney's request or declare its lightweight title vacant. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.